Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Zach, and welcome to the ZVP Show. Today, we're going to be talking about the 5 ways to build wealth in 2020. First way to start building wealth in 2020 is by smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. But on a serious note, the first way to start building wealth in 2020 is by investing. Some of the best ways to start investing is by contributing to your company's 401k, and if your company doesn't have a 401k, by opening up an individual retirement account. The reason why investing is the best way you can start building your wealth in 2020 is because usually the market returns at about 10% on average per year. The younger you can start investing, the better. For instance, when you're 20 and you put away $1 and retire at 65, that $1 is now worth 21. This is due to compound interest. It can be significantly reduced the older that you get and the later that you start investing. For instance, when you're 30 and you put away that same $1 and retire at 65, it's now only worth $11. But don't let that keep you from investing. And if you're currently investing, keep doing it. The next best way to build wealth in 2020 is to open up a high yield savings account. This should be for the money that you're not investing. If you're keeping your money in any account that's not a high yield savings account, such as a regular savings or check-ins account, you're actually losing money each year due to inflation. Inflation is the increase in prices and fall of purchasing power of money. The average inflation rate from 1914 to 2019 was 3.25%. What that means is that your money per year is losing 3.25% of its value. A high yield saving account usually returns 1.7 to 2.1%, so your money is losing less value over time. The third way to become more wealthy in 2020 is by paying off high interest debt. Anything with an interest rate over 7% can usually be considered high interest debt. That's because the interest ends up being more than what you can get in return from the market. Some examples of what high interest debt might be is such things as credit cards. Credit cards on average have an interest rate of 19.02%. Student loans can also be considered high interest debt. On average, the interest rate for student loans is 5.8%. While it's not over 7%, it can still be considered pretty high. The fourth way to start building wealth in 2020 is by creating another stream of income. There's 2 different ways to start building another stream of income, either passive or direct. Passive income is income that you don't have to actively work for. So this can be such things as real estate or investments. Direct income requires your time to generate that income. This can be such things as a second job, such as Uber, Lyft, and multitude of other jobs. Or in my case, YouTube videos. Millionaires typically have 7 different streams of income. The most common one is earned income, such as a 9-to-5 job. The second is business income, making stuff and selling it. The third is dividends, getting returns on investments. The fourth is interest, so getting money back on something like a high yield savings account. The fifth is capital gains, so selling something for more than what you bought it at. The sixth is royalties, so producing a product or an idea and others paying you to use it. The seventh, and one of my personal favorites, is rentals, owning something and others paying you to use it. And last but not least, the fifth way to build wealth in 2020 is by building your credit score. The interest rates that you get on auto and home loans and other forms of financing is based upon your credit score. People with a better and higher credit score get lower interest rates. There are 5 things that go into your credit score: payment history, credit usage, total lines of credit, average age of credit, and how many inquiries you had in the past year. So what does a good credit score look like? Well, here's the breakdown. The scale goes from 300 to 850. There's 5 different ranges. First being very poor. That goes from 300 to 579. The next range is fair. That goes from 580 to 669. The next range is good, and that goes from 670 to 739. The next range is considered very good, and that goes from 740 to 799. The next range is considered exceptional, and that goes from 800 to 850. So to wrap it all up, the 5 best ways to start building wealth in 2020 is to invest, open a high yield savings account, start paying off high interest debt, create another stream of income, and start building your credit score. If you want to get more videos like this, remember to hit subscribe, and thank you for watching.